Okay. Anyways, so that's your non-class. Okay. I forgot to mention, you will go to these. You'll go to range 33 is the combat engineer range, and you will wear your helmet, your ACH, your assault pack, and some other stuff with you every day, just to kind of get your body used to carrying this stuff. I also forgot to mention that after your um forge ruck, your 10-mile ruck, you will go and do what's called a battle march shoot. Going way back, I'm sorry, I forgot about this. You will ruck like 4-ish miles in your ACH, flick, plate carrier with your weapon, and your ruck. So it's pretty heavy. It's about 4 miles. That was pretty hard, I'm not going to lie. Especially because you don't have time to set everything up nice and perfect. Your ruck isn't fit for your plate carrier, it's just fit for your normal body. And so you kind of need to loosen everything if you have any time. So, anyways, forgot about that. All right, so day 2 of heavy demo week is you'll learn where to place these charges. Okay, so they'll tell you about demoing trees, demoing walls, demoing I beams, some other stuff, columns, like cement columns, and you'll just practice where to place them. Really, kind of a walkthrough. Okay, then you'll do your test for your knots. So you'll do your combo and standalone test. I think you have like 15 minutes, which is plenty of time to tie all this stuff and get it nice and tight, look good, tape everything up, your blasting cap holders taped up. They'll teach you all this stuff plenty of times. You have plenty of practice. Okay, so then the last 2 days of the week, you actually go to the demo range. So day 1 will be TNT and C4. You will get to build your C4. So they'll give you 3 pounds of C4. They're little things like this, and they'll already have them cut out. They'll cut out a little piece. C4 is like putty. It's really weird. So it's like putty. You'll tie an overhand knot or double overhand knot, whatever it is. You'll shove it in there. You'll squish another one on it, tape it in. Then you'll put another one. So you have 2 pieces taped like a sandwich. You'll put another one here, and you'll tape them all 3 in. And then they'll tie them into your main line, and you'll get to blow them up. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Then you'll do Bangalores and shape charges. Same thing. You'll learn all about it. Bangalores were a big boom, real big boom. So yeah. Then the chaplain, this is Saturday of our first week in AIT, the chaplain hosted a movie day. So we got to watch We Were Soldiers with the chaplain. Pretty cool, pretty cool. In AIT, Saturdays are off days. You'll do personal PT, maybe some classroom time. When you're in black phase of OSUT, you will do personal PT at the end of your day. So you'll wake up, you'll do PT every single day. All through fucking OSUT, I did PT in the morning. But in black phase, you'll do personal PT in the afternoon. Which, what I did was I just put my rucksack on and practiced rucking because there's a 12-mile ruck at the end. Sunday, off day again. We started to get really bored. And there was one other guy, he was a good friend of mine. He also trained jiu-jitsu. So we would do jiu-jitsu in the bay, in the bathroom, latrine. And we also kind of inspired everyone to start wrestling, doing jiu-jitsu. We had some wrestlers in there. So we all started doing jiu-jitsu, man. It was a lot of fun. So on our off days, we'd spend a lot of time doing jiu-jitsu in the bay. Not supposed to, but we did. As long as you don't hurt anyone. But, dude, my elbow is still recovering from banging my elbows on the floor. Okay, then we had President's Day. A lot of holidays during our time in OSIT. So it was an off day. Really fucking boring. All the downtime sucks. Makes days drag by. Okay, this week was identifying explosive hazards. So you spend most of day 1 in the classroom. Day 2, we got to work with the MTRS robot meters. Can't remember what it stands for. It's called the Centurion robot. Pretty cool. I want to say they said it was like $250,000 robot. Ridiculous. Then we did mine detection with the minesweepers. I was told that in AIT, most people will flunk out on the mine detection. We had one person flunk out. She had no Um, so we basically you get a minesweeper and you sweep up and down this little lane they have. There's probably 2 mines in the lane. You'll sweep. You'll do it how they taught you. You'll spend all day doing this. Full battle rattle. Weapon, I think, was with this too. Um, and then you'll detect the mine. Then you'll mark the mine. Okay, so they'll teach you all how to do that stuff. It's not too bad. Not fun. It's not fun at all. But and the odds of you using a minesweeper in the real world are probably pretty low. Okay, then we didn't get to do pugils because of the weather early on. So we did pugils Saturday. Bugles was lame as fuck because you've got all this stuff on and you get to do like 2 minutes of hitting each other. I didn't even participate. I watched. It was pretty funny. We had this one, the biggest guy in our platoon went against this girl who was a shitbag and beat the shit out of her. That was really funny. I can't believe they allowed that to happen. Then we got to do a blood drive on Sunday for extra phone time. Okay, my favorite week of Black Phase and Combat Engineer OSUT AIT was this week. It was the CQB week or CQC. Okay, close quarters ballistics, close quarters combat, whatever you want to call it. So day one, we worked on our Yuli knot because you're going to be tying that a lot. So our Yuli knot, I'm not going to tie a full Yuli knot here. It's going to take me a second. Basically, you're going to do this one with no TNT. So same thing, you're going to get a bite here. You're having your hand, and you're going to tie this Yuli knot around deck cord. So it's just around one strand of deck cord. It's a little finicky of a knot to tie around deck cord, but you'll tie it, I think it's like 8 wraps. It's a little difficult with this cord here because it's really skinny. But yeah, same principle here. You go through the back of the head, pull it up through, then you'll fasten it with your standing end. Pretty simple. Boom. So that's your Yuli knot. Okay? So you'll learn how to tie this, and what you'll do with this isn't a perfect one. I didn't even count the number of wraps. But what you'll do with this is you'll either tie this along a door and you'll have multiple Yuli knots. What this does is just isolates the explosion there. Or you'll tie it with some other different explosives. We did 7 different explosives, and I don't know where my AIT book is, so I'm not going to go into detail. But you've got your like water impulse charge, and these are all door charges. So you've got your donut charge, your water impulse, your rubber strip, your oval charge. You know what I'm talking about. You'll figure it out. Anyways, so you'll tie these charges. You'll learn all of them. You'll learn how to construct all of them, and you will construct all of them in a live setting with live demolition, and you will detonate them live. So important to pay attention. So anyways, we learned the essentials of room clearing. CQB, really fun. That was the most fun week. You do it in full kit. Then we worked on door charges on day 2. So those are the 7 charges I just touched on. You'll learn them all. You'll do them all in a classroom setting. Then on day 3, you will do... Ooh, this sucked. Wire obstacle breaching. So you'll take a grapple hook, which you don't even use anymore. You'll throw the grapple hook. You'll crawl. You'll throw the grapple hook. You'll, pull on it. Make sure there's no mines on the wire obstacle. Then you'll go and place a wire breaching obstacle. A breaching wire, a Bangalore. Okay? That's what you're going to use to destroy wire obstacles, is Bangalore. Then you'll do CQB all day long. You'll practice this because what you're going to do is you're going to go to a range and you're going to do a simulated breach. You'll run through, do your left-hand rail with HIMS poles. You'll run through, get your squad through the breach. Then you'll go and you'll perform CQB on this little shoot house that they have, okay? Really fucking fun. I'm not going to lie to you. You'll get to perform demolition on several types of charges, on fake doors, They're just steel doors with wood in the place that you're blowing up, so you get to detonate those. You'll hold this what do you call it, blast blanket up. So if you're the tallest guy like me in your little squad, you'll hold this blast blanket up, so you're really close to this explosion. It's really sick, and the feel of the explosion is really cool. Coolest week of AIT by far. The coolest shit that engineers do is this, breaching. Okay. Saturday, another off day. We had open mat jiu-jitsu in the bay, really fun. Then you'll do the next week, wire obstacles demolition. No, wire obstacles, building wire obstacles. I put demo. They're going to show you how to build wire obstacles. So you have your triple strand concertina wire, TSC. You've got your frat fence, which is just these pickets with barbed wire tied. Then you'll do your 11 row, which is 11 rows of concertina wire with pickets in them. They said these can stop tanks if they're built to standard, which you won't build them to standard because you'll never get the pickets out. But you'll do it, and then you'll do it on day 2. You'll build, the whole company will build it, and you'll build stupid amounts. It's kind of frustrating and boring, but this shit you could actually be doing as a combat engineer, is building wire obstacles. You'll learn about the spider mine. It is a 360 mine, so it shoots grenades for the most part in 360 degrees. Then you'll do the APOPs. The APOPs was the coolest fucking thing ever. So it's a backpack that has 108 grenades, 2 backpacks, 108 grenades total. You'll tie them together. 2 guys will run up, boom, and place them, tie them together. Then you have a rocket on the front that'll launch, and it'll take this, so it'll launch, right? And it'll bring the grenades with it, and it'll land, and this is to clear a minefield or a wire obstacle perhaps. And it'll land, and then it'll detonate after, I believe, 5 to 6 seconds or so, and they'll explode. Biggest explosion by far, and you get to lay pretty close to it. You get to lay down on a little bunker, and it's like pretty fucking cool, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, the worst thing we did was the self-extraction. So you are self-extracting from a minefield. So you're marching, you're pulling patrol, and you found yourself in a minefield. You're going to halt, and you're going to pull out this little stick, and you're going to poke around like this for mines, okay, in the ground. And you're going to do this on a little lane that they have where there are mines laying on the ground. It's really boring. Probably never going to happen to you ever in your career. So I don't know why we do it, but we do. Then we got our AGSUs that day. We also did our drill sergeant impressions. That was fun. I got to do an impression of Drill Sergeant Williams. Respect, Drill Sergeant Williams. Okay. Then we did our final AFT that Saturday. Everyone did really good because we did PT every fucking day. We even did PT in our plate carrier sometimes. Looking back on it, really appreciate that we did PT every day. We were PT studs, man. Okay, then you build your Bailey Bridge. That was the last thing we did. There's plenty of videos of this online, but basically it's a bridge that you can build to get over a gap. Really heavy steel pieces that you're putting together, and you've got a whole team, and you're putting this bridge together and moving it across this gap. Pretty cool. Probably won't ever do it in real life. Okay. Then we did our CEFTEX. This is the combined cumulative engineer field training exercise. Okay. So you're going to work with your 12 Charlie buddies who are going through OSUT with you. You guys will be split up a lot, but you're going to work with them to perform this field training exercise. And it was pretty cool. Again, it was really cold outside. So we slept in these like little rooms that weren't heated or anything, but they were at least keeping you out of the elements. Cephtex is long. Everything's done in full battle rattle. So you're doing a lot of missions in full kit, a lot of walking. We probably covered 30 miles, 20 to 30 miles of missions. And you're doing everything that you learned in AIT. And you do. So pay attention throughout AIT because you want to be one of the high speed guys that gets to do all this stuff. So that's a 3-day thing, 3 days, 2 nights. I'll be honest with you, I can't remember a lot of shit, dude. I wrote a lot down. I sent a lot of letters. Most of it's in my letters, what we did, because I just can't remember it. Because it all seems like a blur. Then we did a 12-mile ruck. So our 12-mile ruck is the end of training, okay? The end. So you ruck on a troop trail 12 miles. It's like 6 there, 6 back. Or it's 2 out, 5 there, 5 back, or something like that. That was cool because they let you go. You don't walk with, like, normally you have to walk in a patrol, staggered column kind of thing, and you can't talk and shit like that. But the 12-mile, we were able to walk with our homeboys, talk the whole time. I think the ruck was pretty light, too. It was like 25, 35 pounds, maybe? 35. 35 pounds dry. Pro tip, when you're rucking, dump out your Camelback and your canteen, like, almost empty to, like, only the amount of water that you might drink. It'll save you some pounds. And bring only what's on the packing list. Don't bring unnecessary shit. I didn't even brush my teeth when I was in the field. I didn't brush my teeth. I didn't fucking shave. Fuck that. Bring the lightest amount of shit you can. Then you, if you're an engineer, you get your castle pinned to you. I'm sure infantry and other guys get the other thing, but if you're an engineer, you get your castle pinned on your collar. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Then, once you've done your 12-mile ruck, you're done, okay? Drill sergeants really, really lay off this last week. You're in gold phase now. You're done. You're an engineer for all intents and purposes. You just got to graduate. People still fucked up. They were drinking hand sanitizer and other bullshit. You're still going to get fucked up if someone does something really stupid. Someone wrote something stupid on above a water fountain. You can kind of put your mind together what that is. Wrote something stupid above a water fountain. We got fucked up for that. But once you're done, you're going to clean weapons for like fucking 4 days, 3 days, whatever. Then you're going to start packing. That Monday, we started packing, going home, okay? We were done. If I can learn how to utilize YouTube, I might add some images for you, but I don't fucking know what I'm doing, really. So that's why I do these long form videos, because I have no clue how to actually use YouTube correctly, edit videos and shit. Okay, so then you spent literally all day cleaning your weapon, cleaning the bay. There's the final inspection from your battalion sergeant major. So he'll come in, he'll inspect your weapons, he'll inspect your uniforms, he'll inspect your bay. We cleaned everything. We didn't want to be, I don't know if they actually do this, but they intimidated us by saying, if something's wrong with the inspection, you're going to stay up all fucking night cleaning it for the rest of the week. And we spent a lot of time cleaning everything. We cleaned the fucking ceiling, okay? We cleaned everything. So that's your last inspection. After that, you're done, son. Okay, then you go rehearse your graduation ceremony. You do that a bunch. We got our DD-214s. Made sure they were correctly. Then Thursday was family day. So we got from, oh man, what time was it? 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. Family day. They were like, don't do nicotine, don't drink, none of that stuff. We're going to test you when you get back. They never did. So at your own risk. I didn't, just to be careful. I had 1 day left. I wasn't risking it. I don't even have anything written for family day because I was so excited. I just spent all day on family day. I think we went to the Engineer Museum, which I recommend you go through if you're there. It's free. I think it's free. Yeah. So a new thing came out when I was there because something's going on, and they wouldn't let us wear our uniforms. So we had to walk around in civilian clothes, which kind of took away from the experience a little bit, but whatever. So we went out to the PX and bought civilian clothes. And then Friday was graduation, man. And you're done. You graduate, you'll be done by like noon. And then you'll be released to your families if you're POV or National Guard or Reserve. Otherwise, if you're not, you'll just get on a bus and go straight to your unit. Or home. Yeah. Graduation, man. I can't believe I did it. You guys will you'll get there and you'll do it and you'll be like me and you'll be like, what the fuck just happened? It takes, when you're there, it feels like an eternity. And then you're done and you're like, what the fuck just happened? I just did that? I can't believe I did that. And now you're a soldier, an engineer. Really fucking cool, man. Overall, it sucked pretty hard, I'm not gonna lie, but the hardest part was mental and emotional, being away from your family. If you're a kid, it'll probably be easier for you because you got nothing going on at home. You're not missing shit. But for married folks or folks with children, it's pretty tough. I will say you get locked in. My biggest piece of advice is make friends. Be nice to everyone. Make friends. Be a leader. Do the right thing. Be friendly. Be fun. Don't be a piece of shit. Just be nice to everyone. So we're going to talk about some different things here. I'm just kind of jump around different things. So if you're done watching the video, if you've got all the information you want, thanks for coming by. But for those of you that want to hear some stories maybe and some funny shit, let me just kind of rant. I'm going to rant for a little bit. So one thing I did, and I may not recommend this, but me and a couple of my buddies, my little squad, we really coped. Okay, so we were the coping crew. So what we did was we wrote down here, like, you may not be able to see it. I don't know. I'm trying my best. How many Fridays we had left. How many haircuts we had left. How many churches. How many weeks. How many phone times. I had a little calendar here. I marked off days. Counted how many days we had left. How many days we were there. Was coping hard. But it felt really good marking off days. I'm not going to lie. Okay, here you go. So how many Fridays I had left, okay? So when I came back from HBL, we had 10 Fridays left. And you can see I got little sad faces there, okay? So marking off each one of those felt incredible. It really did. But it was also demoralizing because you may feel good all week and then you're like, holy fuck, I got 9 more Fridays left. Family day, marked down. This is funny. How many chows we had left. This was my loading bar. So I scribbled in a line every day for this loading bar. Yep. This is my full calendar. So I made this calendar so that I could see long term, hey, this is just a blimp on the spectrum of days of your life. Okay? This is nothing to you. But in it, I've got notes about different battle drills, how to set up an ambush. I was a team leader for my squad in the Forge, so different notes about that. Terrain features, land nav notes. These are questions for our phase test. Here you go. M4 consists of what 2 major components? Upper and lower receiver. First rule of firearm safety, treat every weapon as it's loaded. Sight alignment is the relationship between sight and firer's eye. First thing to do when handling weapon, you always clear it. All sorts of shit. What 3 categories of ballistics? Internal, external, and terminal. M4 max effective range. Furthest target. Where do you keep loaded mags? All sorts of shit. Colors on a military map. What's a flot? Forward line of troops. Different hand signals. Different movement formations. How to make a foxhole. And this is just my basic training book here. Countering IEDs. More land nav and terrain feature notes. Fire team positions. What's a lace report? What's a salute report? What is SEALs? All sorts of shit, man. So you'll learn a lot of shit there. So funny stories. So many funny stories, I can't even count them. So let's see here. We had some guys. I'll think of one right now. So we had some guys do this Japanese victory dance, right? So It's some silly dance they do, like huh, huh, mm, mm, and they're stomping on the ground, marching, right? So lights would go out towards the end, especially in AIT phase. Lights would go out, and these guys would start doing this dance around the kill zone, and they'd grab the phase banner and they'd march the phase banner. They'd be wearing their trench coat or some goofy uniform, a balaclava type fucking setup. It's just goofy shit that happens at night. We had this one guy crash out because they were keeping him up. So he was on first fire guard, and he was crashing out, and the drill sergeant busted in and smoked the shit out of us. We had this one drill sergeant that we would toe the line for hours waiting for him to come upstairs, and it was a running joke. It wasn't fucking funny. I hated it because I want to go to bed, dude, or at least lay down. Um, we did silly shit in the latrine during shower time. We had this one guy get into a fight, or a scuffle rather, and this other guy was just come out of the latrine or out of the shower, and the guy fighting got pushed into the latrine to try to hold him back. Well, the guy coming out of the shower is the biggest guy in our bay, but he's so silly and goofy, man. And he's butt naked, holding this guy back, cock dangling and everything. We were all fucking dying laughing. That was the funniest shit ever. You will have so much fun. At the end, it'll be worth it. But man, it sucks going through it, man. I tell you, it sucks. Um, I, Advice wise, like try to make the most of it. If you wanted to do this, it'll be easier for you than if you didn't really want to do this. Don't quit. Don't go to sick call because you'll end up being there longer. By sick call, I mean if like you really don't have an injury, don't go because you're gonna get put on profile and you may miss an important training event. Then you can get recycled and be there longer. The fastest way through is out. I know you've read this on Reddit and you've heard other guys talk about it, and it's true. The fastest way out is through. I don't know what I just said, but that's keep that in your mind. The fastest way out of here is completing it and graduating. Um, you're gonna have a lot of fun and you're gonna have a lot of suck. Try to find a way to make the suck fun. So we had a voting system where you vote your top 5 and bottom 5 soldiers in our platoon. I was voted top 5 every time, and the only reason why, um, I believe, was because when we would get fucked up and smoked, I always made, I attempted to motivate everyone to just fuck yeah, this is what we're fucking doing. Like one day we got woke up, we got put to bed super early, like 6 p.m. or some shit, and we got woke up at like 7 and went outside and got the dog shit smoked out of us, right? Well, we were going back upstairs. I'm like hyping everyone up. I'm like, this is what the fuck I signed up for. I'm like, you think China's asleep at 6 p.m.? You think Russia's asleep right now? Fuck no. They're getting after it. So we're getting after it. And I don't know if it helped anybody, but it helped me. And I think some people got off on that, getting motivated, because it can be really demoralizing. We had a guy tell me he thought about quitting, and I talked him out of it once, and then he said that, your motivation helped me get motivated. Like it helped me push through because it can suck, man. Like some of the shit you do in there, some of the trouble you get into as a platoon can really hurt your morale really bad. Like when we went back to red phase our first week of black phase and they treated us like red phase trainees, it really hurt my morale bad. But you'll get through it, man. I never actually talked about this, but the DFAC, the way the DFAC works is you're gonna go in 10 trainees at a time. You're gonna be standing in parade rest during the line. You're gonna go in, wash your hands, grab your tray. You're gonna hold your tray over your face like this. You'll sidestep through shoulder to shoulder, getting your food. I will say the food was great. Fort Leonard Wood, DFAC was great. They had good food, Gatorade, chocolate milk, salad bars. Then eventually you get Rice Krispie treats, and eventually they may give you ice cream. We didn't actually get to get ice cream, but sometimes if you got a high PT score or something, drill sergeant will come around and give you ice cream. That was like last week though, so don't expect fucking ice cream. We did a Warriors dinner too one night towards the end, where you got to eat anything you want, sit down with the cadre, talk to them. It was fun. It's sort of like moving to a new school as a kid. You get to create your own personality. So if you're kind of an asshole at home, don't be an asshole there, because no one knows you. You get a chance to create a whole new personality. I mean, most people should probably just be themselves, because most people are probably pretty good people. But we saw guys change. We saw guys come in there as shitbags and assholes, and they changed over time for the better. A lot of guys did. You really do build camaraderie, even if you don't like some of the guys. You will look at them like your homeboy, because you're in the same fucking situation together, no matter where you came from. Don't be a fucking asshole. Don't be a shitbag either. Like, some of the traits that you have in basic training, like, you think, oh, it's just basic training, I'm just going to skirt by doing the bare minimum, I'm going to fuck over everyone else, I'm going to cut in line on the DFAC, I'm going to cut corners on PT. Okay, you may get through basic training, but that behavior that you've shown is going to carry over to the big army. And then it's going to be hard for you because you don't have those good habits. So, be a good person. I tried to call out some of the shitbag behavior as much as I could without being a dick myself. Because at some point it's like, dude, you're just bitching and no one cares. Like, so keep that in mind. If I get enough questions, I may make another video explaining some things further. I didn't really have a strict plan when coming into this one, but you can do it. If you want to do it, you can do it. Please ask me anything you want in the comments. I'm chronically online, so I will answer everything you ask me pretty promptly, like within the day. Bring a watch. Bring a cheap watch with you. Casio F19W, I think is what it's called. It's like $15 off Amazon. I still wear it to this day. Lasted me the whole time. Get new boots as soon as possible. Keep your locker organized. Keep your shit organized. Make your bed every morning. Your bay will get tossed. Pete Hexeth is in. So they're going to toss your bay. They're going to cuss at you a lot. They're going to say a lot of shit to you. Make fun of you. You're not the drill sergeant's friend. Don't anticipate a friendly relationship with the drill sergeant. Yeah. That's pretty much it. I'm sure I missed a lot, but I may make another video in the future. I just wanted to put this out there so people could see it. I know when I was going through when I was getting ready to ship out to basic, I was researching every fucking video on YouTube to figure out what to expect. But yep, just have fun, man. It'll go by at some point. It may not go by quickly, but when you get done, you're looking back on it, you're gonna feel pretty good about yourself. I was already in okay shape, but I got in way better shape when I was there. By the end, I was running a 14-minute 2-mile. I did 51 hand release push-ups. Sprint jack carries really hard. I think I got a 140 something, 47 maybe. I deadlifted 240. I've never really lifted weights my entire life. So I got kind of strong for me. There were some guys who maxed out the shit. They were just already really strong. What else? Plank. Maxed out the plank. If you have a good cadre, you'll do PT a lot. We had a really high-speed cadre, I feel like. We did PT all the fucking time, every single day. And if you take it sort of serious, you can really improve. Some guys improved a little. Some guys improved significantly. Put it in perspective, when I was I'm a National Guard, so when I was in RSP, Recruit Sustainment Program, we did an AFT. I scored a 376 on my AFT out of 500. I have it wrote down here. My first AFT in basic. Here you go. I did 40 push-ups in 2 minutes. I did a 2:15 sprint drag carry. I planked for 2 minutes and 30 seconds. And I ran a 16:46 2-mile. Second AFT, 47 push-ups, 157 sprint drag carry. Maxed out the plank. Deadlifted 220. I ran a 14:53 2-mile. So I improved by 2 minutes, my 2-mile. My last AFT, I did 51 push-ups, maxed out the plank, did a 147 sprint drag carry, deadlifted 240 pounds, and I ran a 14-minute 2-mile. So I ended up scoring a 458 out of 500 my last AFT. So I went from a 376 to a 458. And some guys, there were guys older than me that scored higher than that. A couple buddies of mine maxed everything out. I mean, you can really improve there, man. So just push yourself. Please, please, please. I know you got questions that I didn't answer. Ask them. I would love to help answer questions and help calm some of your nerves. If you go in the summer or the fall or the spring, everything will be more fun and easier. Maybe not easier necessarily, but it'll be more fun. The winter, everything is harder. Standing in formation is harder. Doing PT is harder because you're freezing cold all the time. If you're going in the winter, you're cooked. And as my boy Kilmartin said, if they tell you in the morning when they give you the uniform of the day, if they tell you no cold weather gear, wear your silks. If they tell you silks, wear waffles. If they tell you waffles, you're fucked. Okay? Maybe don't actually do that. Sometimes they actually checked to see if you were in improper uniform underneath your OCPs. And if you were, they would smoke you or smoke the whole platoon. But it's a risk that some people are willing to take. He never got caught. There are going to be corners that you will want to cut. Make sure you pick them wisely. You don't want to get everyone in trouble and you don't want to get yourself in trouble, but sometimes you will. I can't think of good examples right now. Like wearing cold weather gear when they don't tell you to wear it. It's a risk because sometimes they check it, but you'll feel it out when you get there. Always have your Camelback filled up. Be on time everywhere you go. Keep up with your shit. Don't lose your shit. If you lose something, it can be a problem. One, you may be uncomfortable yourself, or two, you may get your whole platoon uncomfortable. So just be smart. Be good people. Have fun. Make friends. My biggest piece of advice. Make friends. Be friendly to everyone. Be the guy everyone wants to talk to. Be the guy everyone asks questions. Be friendly to everyone. Do not make enemies. Not that it matters. You'll never see these people again, most of them. But it'll matter why you're there a lot. And the drill sergeants will see it. If you're squared away, they won't fuck with you ever. And they won't individually fuck with you. I literally don't think I ever got fucked with individually while I was there. Ever. Because I did the right thing every time. I surrounded myself with people who did the right thing. We got along. It was fun. So 3 or 4 of these guys there, I promise you, like I will talk to the rest of my life. I'm probably about to play video games with one of them right now. So be friends with these guys. Yeah. If you're young and you're out of shape, start running at least. Running is important. You will run a lot there. Weightlifting and stuff, yeah, it helps. You're going to get strong. You're going to carry your plate carrier. You're going to carry your rucksack. You're going to carry your weapon. You're going to carry your ACH. You're going to get strong just moving around there. Running is very important, okay? So run as much as you can. My tip for that would probably be just run long distances at a slow pace first, then work on your pace over time. But prioritize running long distances first. Yeah, I'm gonna end the video here. I know I'm missing stuff. I sped through this. I got distracted halfway through. Ask me questions. I may make a follow-up video sometime later with some more in-depth analysis, but for now, that's it. Appreciate you watching it. If you stuck around this long, kudos. Long form video. I don't know how to edit shit, so I'm just gonna throw this up there like this. Okay, so thank you guys. Take it easy, and if you're going to basic training or OSUT, good luck to you. You can definitely do it, and I speak for everyone when I say we appreciate your service and your sacrifice. Okay, so peace out.